towards calibrating architectural education. An approach to promote students' design abilities. By Associate Professor Mohammed Ghonaim, Cairo University, Egypt, and King Saud University, Saudi Arabia. Architectural education aims at producing architects who are capable of performing architectural design, and ultimately capable of innovating solutions to contemporary design problems. The efficiency or deficiency of architects in a specific local or temporal situation is strongly related to their education. Due to the interdisciplinary nature of architecture, architectural education is expected to grow a wide range of knowledge, skills and abilities in order to enable students to achieve an appropriate competency level. This research raises a question. Are the currently offered undergraduate programs in architecture sufficient and efficient for developing all the required design abilities? This study aims to calibrate the current model of architectural education and provide guidelines for improvement to develop students' design abilities more comprehensively and methodically and in a more balanced manner. In order to fulfill this aim, the research applied an analytical deductive methodology, adopted a quantitative approach, and investigated a sample of worldwide undergraduate architectural programs. The research is divided into 4 parts. The first part analyzes the components of architectural competencies. The second part investigates a sample of worldwide undergraduate architectural programs. The third part provides quantitative findings for the survey. The fourth part discusses the findings, evaluates the situation, and then proposes a model for restructuring the architectural programs. Part 1 reviewed different modules of human competencies in general and other modules of architectural competencies in particular. Based on this review, a comprehensive model of the competencies of the architect has been developed and used in analyzing the structures of the investigated sample programs. The study investigated a sample of 30 undergraduate architectural programs worldwide, which were determined according to a set of criteria. The survey utilized an internet-based data collection method. It was conducted between October 2015 and September 2016. Data recording and classification followed the generated comprehensive model. And this matrix shows the categorization of the knowledge, design and skills courses for a sample program. Then a composite matrix was created as shown in this figure, to visualize the full spectrum of the data collected, and to allow comparison and analysis. The study assessed the proportions of the components of architectural education in the sample programs. The knowledge component was investigated and the frequency of each type of knowledge courses was determined. The design component was investigated and the percentages of design courses in the sample programs were indicated. In the investigation of the skills component, the average percentage of each type of skill was shown. In addition, the study showed the average ratio of compulsory to elective courses. This study reveals that architectural education needs more comprehensiveness. It is recommended to consider covering all the types of courses when formulating architectural programs. There is not even rough equality in the proportions of knowledge, design, and skills in the sample programs. Further research is needed to attain agreed values for these components. Most programs did not offer courses dedicated to developing architectural design skills. Separate courses for developing these skills into curricula promotes the level of methodicalness of education. There is a clear disunification that can be seen in the variation in years of study, gaps in the credits offered, dissimilarities in the focus of the programs, and differences in the number of design studios. The lack of agreement on what architecture education leads to the matter of the absence of a specific identity for it. Should architecture education be knowledge-based or skill-based? A model for the proposed structure of the architectural programs has been formulated. As shown in this figure, the model is divided vertically into the 3 components of architectural education, and each component is divided into streams. that represent the type of knowledge or skill. The structure is horizontally divided according to the years of study and the level of education encompassed. The intersection of the vertical and horizontal divisions represents the courses offered. Finally, the text boxes at the top of the model indicate the recommended actions required for each component. This research aimed at calibrating the current model of architectural education, and some conclusions are advanced regarding the comprehensiveness, balance, methodicalness, unification, and identity of the architectural education. Last but not least, architectural education has a variety of particularities, and one of the factors impacting these particularities is the locality of certain aspects of architecture. Accordingly, it is expected that some level of variation will be maintained among architectural programs due to this factor, but within a global framework. Thank you for listening, and your comments are appreciated.